Well, good afternoon and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now that plant you see in front of you is the Mazda, but it's not the Mazda that I wanted to repot today, because this is going to be a repotting video. What happened, I filmed it this morning, and as you know, when you're making computers, or you're making videos rather, you do the video in a lot of different sections, maybe 20, 30, sometimes up to 40 different little bits in it, which you then edit all the little bits. You keep in the pieces that you want, and you edit the things that you don't want, and then you combine it all together to make the video. Well, I did that this morning, and unfortunately when I was doing a bit of baking and watching television and combining this together, I pressed the wrong button and knocked the beginning of this video out. But the actual plant I'm repotting will come on next. So sorry about that, but I'm sure you understand. It's not the first time it'll happen, and it won't be the last neither. Yeah, this is a Mazda Auburn Hero. There's the flower, a bit pale, looks like it's just going over. Nice shape though. Let's just take this out of it and have a good look. A good squeeze. Oh, it's coming out easy, and it's wet, and it's just as I thought. Oh, look at that soil it's in. Look at it. Oh, this is with one massive bad roots, and some good ones as well. So not really too bad. I think I can get this going, but I'll have to clean it up first. Oh, I can state of that. Oh dear. There's one good thing about it. All these are rotten. The good thing about it is there's some small new root growths here, which I like. So repotting it, it can only do it good. And I'll clean it up and show you when I've cleaned it up. Well, these are the plants all cleaned up. I've cleaned all the roots off. It was full of what I can only describe as decaying sphagnum moss in there, absolutely wet through. So I've trimmed a good length of the roots off, as you can see, cleaned all the sheaths off, trimmed all the ends of the leaves, and it looks quite nice now. So I'll just put a little bit of cinnamon where I've cut on the leaves, and I'll just show you the rubbish I've cut off. And that's all the stuff I've taken off one plant. You know, it's got to be better now for being repotted and cleaned up. But when you do cut them like this, there are some good roots you cut off, but they will grow again. But the actual soil was, absolute rubbish. Terrible stuff. So we'll put this into some nice new bark. That's what I like putting them in, and it should do alright from there. Well, we'll just put a little bit of cinnamon on the edges of the leaf, which I've cut and rounded, you know, to make it look like they haven't been touched, instead of cutting them straight across. Gotta find which ones they are now. Just dab a little bit of cinnamon on. Just what you leave. I've done about 4 of them, I think. I always like cutting the leaves in the shape that they should grow, because if you cut them straight across, it looks like you've had bad leaves on and just chopped them off. And this way, it looks pretty normal. There we are. How's that? I think that looks a lot better. Right, we'll pot it up, give the leaves a wipe, and then we'll have a look at it again. Now this is the mixture I'm going to put into it, which is the medium orchiata and some perlite. I mean, it's I got the bag of perlite, it said large grade, but if this is large, I wouldn't like to see the small. Must be like a powder. We used to get sponge rock, I think it was made in America that, but we can't get that anymore, and that was very good. But this is the mixture I'm going to put it into. And I'm going to put it into a much smaller pot because I've chopped all the roots off, and it'll be there for what? The next 12 months. And this is the pot that I'm putting it in, so I'll put a bit of bark in to start with. Of course it's dry, this bark, so the plants will need a good watering after. There we are. Give it a little patting as usual. I'll have to put a stick in this as well to hold it upright, I think. But we'll see. No, that was fine, but I think it just needs wrapping to keep it upright like that. So we'll do it that way. Well, I've put the 2 sticks in and some aluminium wire just round, just to hold them up straight until they grow like that. And there's the flower. We've just cleaned all the leaves up, given them a good wipe down. They were full of dust. Oops, I'm a bit near now, aren't I? And the only thing I need to do with this now is give it a good soak in water. So that's the Mazda Auburn Hero. All potted and looking as good as new. Now the next plant I want to look at is a plant that I didn't really want to touch, but there's a bad leaf on it, and the leaf isn't an outer leaf. The leaf is coming from the centre of the growth, and this is a Puffy pedalum. I'll just tell you what sort it is. It's the Puffy, it's not a Puffy pedalum. Yeah, it is. Puffy pedalum, Philippinense, Robolina. God, I keep getting mixed up these days. But I'll show you the bad leaf. There's the bad leaf, and it's coming right down into the centre of the growth there. So I'm going to have to take this out of its pot and have a good look at it. I maybe have to cut this growth off. And you know, and just let the other 2 new growths carry on as they are. But I need to take this out of its pot and have a look. I can't do with this travelling to the other growths. So we'll just remove it from its pot and have a little look, see what's happening. If I can take that leaf off without disturbing the others, that will be very good, but I can't see me being able to do it. I mean, when you look at it, there's some beautiful growths on there for a Puffy pedalum. Nice new growths on the root tips there. But I'll just have to have a look at this and see what can be done. I just don't know. Now the other leaves are okay. The one that's grown past it is fine, and it's not smelly or anything, but I just don't like it. I think to save my thing I better chop the whole growth off and be safe, and then put some dragon's blood where I chop it down. I think that's going to be my best bet. It'll set the plant back quite a bit, but these things happen. I'll try and get down to it by cutting the leaf in half, and then cutting right down the centre there as far as I can. That's it. I wonder if I can pull that apart. And remove that. I don't know. I don't think I can do it. I don't think it can be done. Oh, well, a bit of it's come out. This isn't moving. This bit's not moving at all. No. And it's a little bit wet there, so I'm going to cut the entire growth off. A bit drastic, I know, but I don't want to lose the plant through it. And when I look down in the end here, it's not very green, it's going brown again. So that's travelled down to there. So let's cut this off a little bit lower, if I can get the cutters in. Yep. It's a little bit cleaner there. Let's get rid of these this badness before it travels to somewhere else. And then we'll get the dragon's blood and put it over there where I've just chopped it off. That'll stop anything spreading at all. I'll just prop it up like that, and it soaks in. And then we'll have to repot it again. Now that's a pretty good root system for a puff, you must admit. Absolutely lovely. And it's got just one new growth here, a little new growth coming up there, another little growth there. So we'll see what happens for it. New root growth as well coming there. So we'll pop this one back up in its original pot. I think we'll put it back on the drip. Just a little bit too much in there. That's it. Just fill it up as usual. Make sure you get it nice and straight. Nice and straight. We don't want plants lying all over the place. mixed up with a bit of perlite that I still had on the on this table, and a little bit of new Orchid bark. Just need a little bit more bark. There we are. Just to make sure the bottom of the plant's roots are underground, as it were. There's another new leaf coming up there, so I'll bang this back on the drip system and everything should be fine. Well, that's about all for now. We'll just have a quick look at the Andean fire again. Looking very nicely but lonely, tucked away in one corner of the greenhouse. Well, thank you very, very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.